Xin chào, hello everyone. If you don't already know, I'm Melody from the APNIC Secretariat. Before we begin the NIR 6 session, the Secretariat needs to announce the results of the 6th chair election. I'm here to confirm the appointment for the position of NIR 6 chair. We have received one nomination for the position of NIR 6 chair, Wang Nguyen, and her nomination is published on the conference website. Wang Nguyen has expressed willingness to serve and meets all eligibility criteria under Section 3.3 of the SIG guidelines, where there is only one eligible candidate nominated for a position. The candidate will be elected via acclamation in the SIG forum room, where we are all gathered together right now. I hereby declare that in accordance with the SIG guidelines, Wang Nguyen is elected by acclamation to serve as the NIR SIG chair for 2 years from the end of this conference to the end of APNIC 64 conference in 2027. Please clap your hands to congratulate her. Thank you, everyone. The election results will be recorded in the meeting minutes and also shared with the SIG community, as well as in the conference report on Thursday this week. And without further ado, I would like to invite our chairs for NIR SIG and the speakers as well. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again for having me a chance to elect NRC chair in 2 years. And come back to NRC this afternoon. I'm Wang, the NRC chair, and my co-chair is Zanju. And first of all, I would like to thank you so much for joining with us and warm welcome all of you joining NRC at APNIC City in Vietnam, and welcome to Da Nang, Vietnam. As you know, the charter of NIC is to share information relating to the operations, policies, and procedures of national internet registry, which aims at promoting close cooperation among NIR and APNIC as well. And this section, we're very happy to have the 7 NIRs and APNIC representatives as well, and to give you the chance to discussion regarding to the next generation, next future, regarding to the cooperation, innovation, and some cooperation among NIR and APNIC as well. And first, I would like to thank you so much for all the speakers and panelists from the 7 NIRs and APNIC joining with us, and also thank you so much for your all participants joining with us this NIR6 today. And I would like to start the session right now. First, I would like to invite my co-chairs, then will go on stage and work with me to moderate the NRC. Jen, can you go on stage? Yes, I would like to update the agenda of NIR6 right now. We had the 2 parts. The first part is the presentation, some updates from the NIRs. We get the 4 NIRs updates, and after that we had some quick update from the NIR CEO roundtable. And after the presentation, we had the panel discussion with the topic NIRs and APNIC in the next decade, strategies, roles, collaboration, and innovation. And the first speaker, I would like to invite Zanju for unique update. Yeah, Zanju.
Slide. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zhenyu from CINIC. The Cynic update covers the listed aspect: Internet Development China membership, the IP address and S number allocation, training program, and the IPv6 deployment in China. First, I want to share some data about Internet development in China. Cynic released the 56 statistical report on China's internet development in July 2025. According to the report, the internet users in China had reached 1,123 million. The internet penetration rate has reached 79.7%. The mobile internet users has reached 1,160 million. By the end of August 2025, Cynic has 1,100 members, covering the ISP, IDC, ICP, cloud computing, energy, manufacturing, finance, government, education, and other industries. As for the IP and AS allocation, Cynic, by the end of August 2025, Cynic has allocated more than 332,000/24 IPv4 addresses and more than 32,000/32 IPv6 blocks. About the S numbers, Cynic has more than 1,200 S number. About the training program, we organized an on-site training in May. More than focusing on the IPv6 and RPKI, more than 60 people attended this course. Makito and Cynic experts deliver a wonderful course. We also organize online training in August, focusing on RPKI. More than 100 people attended the course. And we plan to organize another online IPv6 training in November. Next year, we plan to organize 2 or 3 trainings, either online or on-site. Finally, I'd like to share with you the latest IPv6 deployment statistical status in China. By the end of August 2025, the IPv6 active users have reached 852 million, accounting for 75.9% of the number of the total internet users. The active IPv6 terminals has reached 1,837 million. The traffic of the mobile network has exceeded 66%. The traffic of the fixed network has exceeded 27%. The IPv6 support rate of the IDC and CDN has exceeded 90%. Cloud service and DNS 100% supported IPv6. The IPv6 support rate of the major portal website has exceeded 85%. There are 99 apps among the total 100 has already supported IPv6. That's all I want to share with you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Do you have any question or comment? We are open mind for everyone. Yes, if you not, because we have the panel discussion, so we have if you have any question, we can go to at the end of the session to give some question to the speakers later. And thank you again, Jen, for your update from CNIC. Yes, thank you. Now we move to next update. We got the update from the TWNIC. I would like to invite Team Wang from TWNIC to give the update.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Tim Wang from TWNIC. Today I will give a brief present to our TWNIC update, but with the presentation slide. Okay. And this is my outline. Today, I will have 3 parts. The first one is the statistic of the TWNIC, and the second one is the TWNIC activities and the training program this year, and the last one is the conclusion and future work. Okay, the first is the statistic of TWNIC IP members. TWNIC have 335 members now. And TWNIC has allocated around 133,000/24 IPv4 addresses. And we have allocated 2,550/32 IPv6 address. And this is the Taiwan IPv6 user availability. And TWNIC IPv6 user availability is 0.46% in the end of the 2017. And now in September, is the 58 over the 58%. And the global ranking is 15. And this data is derived from the EPNIC by measuring the value of the IPv6 capable over the last 7 days. And now this is the TWNIC RPKI service. The number of the routing for the IPv4 valid prefix is almost 98%. And the IPv6 valid prefix is over the 98%, 98.2%. And for all Taiwan, the RPKI roll ratio is around 96%. And the ranking is the certified. And for the ROV in Taiwan, the ratio is 57.28%. Okay, and now this is the abuse content validation. There are 309 members, around 95% finished the validation process on the first half this year. And we have a new policy update for the abuse content validation. Because the TWNIC member must complete abuse content validation at least once a year. If they fail to comply with this requirement, they may result in the termination of the membership by TWNIC, and we will reclaim all dedicated resource. Okay, the second part is the TWNIC activity. We TWNIC hold the engagement forum 2025 on the April 22 to 24th this year. And in day 2, we have the EPNIC TWNIC 43rd IP Open Policy Meeting. And the keynote speech, we have 3 keynote speech. The first one is the global networking trend at the role of the Asia Pacific region, presented by the EPNIC Director General Jia Rong. And the second one is the careers role and the challenge in global digital transformation, presented by the President of KISA, Sanju Lee. And the third is the seabed security, defining the threat to critical underwater infrastructure access. It's presented by the Kenny Huang Dominic. And you can find more detailed agenda on this website. And this year, we TWIC hold the collaborate with EPNIC to hold the TWIC EPNIC joint training the first half year. And this is the 3-day workshop, and on the June, and it's on-site. And the topic is the network security workshop, and there are 43 participants to join the workshop. And we also held the 2 local IP network communication training until August this year. And the first one is in Kaohsiung, and the second one is in Taipei. And the topic is the IPv6 upgrade and the BYOIP for cloud migration, and the IPv6 network security. Okay, so here is my conclusion and future work. TWIC has added 23 new members so far in this year, and we plan to hold an IETF training course and an IP member meeting in the second half of this year. And we TWIC executes the abuse content validation every half year, and the new policy is TWIC member must complete the abuse content validation at least once a year. And also, we will continue to hold the IPv6 training, and we continue to encourage and assist our ISP and the service provider to maintain the ROA and the ROV. Thank you. Any question?
Thank you, team. Is there any questions or comments? Okay, thank you, team. Now we will welcome the Hansen Lee from KISA to make the update.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Han-sang Lee. I'm the manager and hostmaster of Kearney. Today, I will be doing a brief update of the statistics of the internet number resources in Korea, and followed by Kearney's RPKI development status and roadmap for the future. Statistics on Kearney members. We can see that in a 4-year projection, In this year, 2025, we have 97 internet registries, which is the ISPs in Korea. And we have 214 direct assignment users. And also, we have 779 ASN users, which makes 1,090 members in Korea. This is the allocation statistics on the IPv4 addresses. We allocated 112 million IPv4 addresses, and as you can see, after the year 2010, we don't see that much of a downfall or going up. And this is the IPv6 statistics, and we have 5,261 /32 IPv6 addresses. And we have 1,105 AS numbers, which is located in Korea. And this is the thing that we are now getting interested in, because in many years, RPKI has been developed and be used around the world, but unfortunately in Korea, we didn't have that much opportunity to bring it to the Korean community. But so the count is like 464,000, and it's very low. The ROA registered count is less than 2% in Korea. So I have made a plan for the next year and for the future. And we finally got the budget and the business plan for the year 2000, starting from year 2026. And actually, we are very busy preparing for this from this year. So what we are trying to do is we are going to make a RPKI test bed system. And another thing is, of course, we need to deploy development for the RPKI system, and of course for the ROA management. And also, we are going to have a very close collaboration with the KARNOG, which is starting very new. I believe this is the third year that we are going to hold a KARNOG seminar in Korea, which will be held on 28th of October this year. And from the step one, we are going to make a preparation and foundation for the RPKI system. And the testbed system is definitely will be used for our testing the system itself, but also for the big ISPs for the first years in Korea. We are already having very close contacts with the big three ISPs in Korea, and we hope to see much more collaboration and maybe some feedbacks of our plans from the ISPs also. So we are going to make a testbed system for the Korean community to test the RPKI systems for the ISPs to test their systems, as well as if they want to test the RPKI system also. So it's a 3-year, and for the more projection, it will continue be going on, because RPKI we couldn't just develop and develop a RPKI system just for KARNIC. It will be for the whole community in Korea. So I don't know the right numbers yet, but I hope as maybe in 5 years we could reach the 50% ROA rate in less than 5 years, I hope. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, Han-san. Any question or comments?
Okay.
I'll make it quick. Thank you very much, Hanson. My name is Akinori Maimura from Japan. I was so amazed with your increase of the RPK ROA restoration in this year. Did you have any particular or special effort to achieve this?
Yes, yes. The thing what we are doing is because we don't have the RPK system yet, we are using the Epinix system, of course. And what we did is there's a Korean education system agency in Korea. So they are the university science use of internet, and they operate the network in Korea, Koreans public universities. So we had a very close relationship with KIST, which is KIST stands for, and we had a very good collaboration, and they did 100% ROA register in this year.
Okay.
That shows the spike.
Mm.
So we are going to try to do the same thing for the not just for the institutions, but to the agencies first in Korea, because we have close relationships, of course, and further on, we'll spread this to the general public and the enterprises and the companies in Korea as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Han-san. Now, we'll invite Abhishek to present the Aaron update.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Abhishek. I will be presenting the IRIN update. So starting with the number of affiliates, which we have as on date, we have 4,591 affiliates. These includes mostly ISPs, and then we have hosting providers, we have government organizations, we have banks, we have institutes. So we have various stakeholders which have taken IPs from us, our affiliates. Talking in terms of IPv4 and IPv6, we have allocated 10.5 million of IPv4 and 15.36 billion of IPv6 address as on date. Moving ahead with the ASN growth, we have allocated 213 ASNs. Mostly all of them are 4 bytes, and we have also allocated 2 byte ASNs. And in this year, since there is a direct ASN allocation, which has been deployed by Appnik, so we have delegated all the ASNs in 2025 using the direct ASN delegation method. Moving ahead, talking about the IPv6 deployment and developments in India. So we have very focused for the promotion for IPv6. We are encouraging our affiliates to not only adopt IPv6 but also deploy in their networks. As on date, the IPv6 adoption in India is 77%, and we have also running our the public DNS system, which is running on IPv6 also, which is 2409/1. And we, as on date, we are serving more than 2.6 billion queries per day, which is approximately 260 CR. And we are also, we have a massive IPv6 rollout. We are encouraging our affiliates on daily basis via webinars, via emails to adopt as well as deploy IPv6. And adding on to that, we have also started a scheme to implement IPv6 in the educational institute, such as the NITs, the AIMS, and all those educational institute. So we are working on that scheme, and hopefully within few months we will be able to deploy IPv6 and make their networks dual stack. Moving ahead, in order to educate our affiliates, we have monthly online trainings on the various internet technologies such as IPv6, DNS, BGP, and we have almost one training every month. So we are focused on that also. If you remember, in my last presentation in APNIC 59, I have told you that NICSI has started a internet governance internship scheme. We will be encouraging new interns and new the youth of our country. So the first batch of this, the cohort one, is been completed on 30th of June. So there were 20 interns who participated in that from the 12 institution across the country, and those were from 7 states and having 6 languages. So they have prepared basically 30 plus reports and notes have been submitted by them, and 20 uh, research papers were initiated, and they have participated in 50 plus national and global events such as INOG 8, UA Day. Further, they have been actively participated in Next Gen ICANN programs, APAC IPv6 session, which was held in Chennai, and then ICA cyber program, Knowledge 2, and APAN 60 as well. So the next batch has already started. So we have more than 20 plus interns in the next batch. And maybe in the next APNIC 61, I will be presenting that update as well. So this is from Myron. So thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. Any comments or question?
Yeah. Can I have a question? Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw.
please.
Ajay from Dikix India. I would like to congratulate NICSI for taking this initiative of internship for moving youth to the community. So thank you very much for taking that initiative.
Yes, thank you. That is very, very important. So we are looking forward to it, and hopefully we will run this for the next coming years also. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your comment. And also, I have a question for you. Yeah, please stay on stage. I thought that the US IPv6 for India go down in the past year. I think just sometime I saw the number is 83. Yeah, almost
Yes,
end. And now it,
at a time it was around 82 point something. So now it is around 77.
why?
I think there is maybe some of the big ISP, they have stopped their announcement, or maybe they have not that from the uh, routing table. Maybe that could be the reason, but we don't have that who ISP has done it, so we don't have that information in that regard. But it is still 77%. So yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Dave from APNIC Secretariat. I've done a lot of looking into the numbers in India. Some of it is down to one of the large broadband providers changing their CPEs, and then it's not dealing with the V6 properly. So that's what I
Yes,
found,
that's
yeah.
one of the reasons, because if you see that the top 5 ISPs are contributing to the most of the IPv6, which is, so if any of the ISPs have big ISP have their CPs maybe changed or maybe down, so it will contribute to the overall percentage. So maybe that could be one of the reason.
Okay, thank you so much for the
Thank you.
answer. It's so clear.
Okay. Now we'll welcome Owen to present the update from the NIR CEO roundtable.
May I sit here right now? Because it's not the slide, it's just a quick update. As you know, in yesterday, we had the NIR roundtable meeting. It's the first meeting at the high level among NIRs and APNICs. I think it's very interesting time for all of the NIRs and APNIC. We had some discussion regarding to the strategies regarding to the internet resources for new technology and collaboration among NIR and APNIC as well. And it's the first time for the CEO roundtable, but I believe that the all participants at the meeting yesterday believe that we should to have a next meeting in the future, not only in APD city, but also in another meeting. Hopefully that at the high level among NAR and APD will help us to get more the opportunity to share the strategies, the experience and knowledge among NAS and APNIC as well. And hopefully that it can help all of us to be make a better contribution to the community, not only in the local community, but also the APNIC community as well. And I hopefully I thank you again for APNIC to choose the APNIC city in Vietnam to have the first CEO roundtable. And hopefully in the next meeting, we'll have another roundtable meeting among CEO and AS. And thank you again. And I believe that it's the first meeting at the regarding to the strategy, regarding to the cooperation and innovation. It's the same topic at the panel discussion this today. So I would like to invite the panelists joining with us to discuss about the more detail about the correlation, innovation, and threats and roles of NAS and APNIC as well. And now I would like to invite Ji Rong, Director General of APNIC. I would like that Dr. Divesh Tyagi, CEO of Nir Sig. Yeah, please go on stage. I would like to invite Akinori-san from APNIC. I would like to invite Ms. Tu Thuy, Director of Corporation International Resources Management Department of VNIC. I would like to invite Hang Sen-ju, a senior expert from CNIC. Yes, I would like to invite Jo Pan Ju, Managing Director and CEO of TWNIC. I would like to invite Lee Hang Sang, Team Manager of KRNIC TISA. And I would like to invite Muhammad, the chairman of APG, and of Indonesia. Yes, welcome all the panelists on the stage. Yes, I think I have a great, a great introduction from each the panelists. First, I would like to give the microphone to the teacher. Can you share?
Hi everyone, I'm Jarong. I'm the Director General for APNIC.
Hi everyone, I'm Arif from APG IDNIC Indonesia.
Hi everyone, I am Devesh Tyagi, CEO of National Internet Exchange of India, that is NIXI. Thank you.
Akinori Maimura from JPNIC, Chief Policy Officer of the. Thank you very much.
My name is Nguyễn Thị Thu Thủy from VNIC, and once again, thank you for being here in Vietnam.
Hello everyone, I'm Jo Fan Yu from TWNIC, CEO of TWNIC.
Hello everyone, this is Haisheng Yu from CNIC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your introduction. And now I would give the first question, but I mentioned the topic of the panel discussion, the NAR and APNIC Internet Decade Transit Growth, Collaboration and Innovation. Sorry, we forgot someone. Han Sang-Lee, can you introduce yourself?
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. I'm Han Sang-Lee from Kernick.
Thank you, Han Sang-Lee. As you know, we are very happy on behalf of the NAC Day. We have very happy to have not only the NAR CEO roundtable meeting yesterday. We had also had a meeting at the NAR with the CEO, CEO of the APNIC and also the another NARs. And the first question I just would like to give for the NAR service. And we believe that the roles of NAR is important, and the role needs to be regarding to the NAR community needs. So how to strengthen the role of NAR new service that can support the internet growth? And I would give the have some activity NAR in the economy, and I believe that the NAR will have a lot of things to think about how to improve the roles of the XNAR in the local economy. And I guess to give us a question for all of the NAR panelists. Yeah, first maybe someone can go first. Maybe I think that Hans and Lee have to come back. So as good give a chance for the Hans and Lee. Yeah.
No, please. The last, I'll be the last.
Okay, so someone? Yeah, between, yeah.
So from the local horse, let's be the first. Is okay? Thank you. So for your questions, just like to share something about Bionic. From 1997, Vietnam joined internet worldwide, and then you see that when we joined internet in 1997, then from 2000, the government decided to establish BNIC as a NIC, NIRs, and also take care for internet resources, including IP address, ASN, our national domains in Vietnam. That's why I talk about this, about to spread that for Vietnam, the roles of BNIC as an NIC, NIRs and registries of .vn is quite critical for internet development in Vietnam. And during the time, from our establishment time, we always follow our duty to serve the internet development in Vietnam. Just would like to share something. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, is someone next to Mr. E? Yeah, Joe Pan from the TWNIC. Yeah. Can you share your views?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's I mean, traditionally, yeah, I think we NAR think we are the, our job is the main job is just to allocate an IP address and also RPKI, IPv6, I mean, to promote this. But I think it's traditional. We also think we are the bridge, between the APNIC and also our local communities. So we provide like a registered service, and we also provide like a community capacity building. But I think for now, I think we think it's time, I mean, for us to reposition ourselves. So we are actually also part of the, the internet ecosystem. IP is a really important, internet, I mean, resources. Now we also see, I mean, a lot of like challenges, I mean, in internet. Not like, 10 years ago, we did not see a lot of challenges, even 5 years ago. But now we have a lot of like a challenge, like now, of course, like ICP2, a lot of mention, I mean, this time, and the governance issue, and also, I mean, abuse issue, and also all these issues. I think it's when we only think ourselves is only like, just to registry, just to, just allocate, the IP address. I think it maybe is just too limited. So in TW, we are trying to reposition ourselves. So we think it is not only, just to do the IP, but we also want to address, the challenges. So now we start to work together with our community. We want to share more information, to share more data, not only locally, but also regionally, if possible in the future, maybe globally. To let our community know more about the trends, and also challenges we are facing now. And also other things that we also want to have like a new services, like more like cybersecurity, intelligence sharing, or even like how we work together with our local community to respond to all the challenges here. So, and also other things like internet governance, and also use talent, next generation. I think is also our task as well. So I stop here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Zuba.
This is Haisheng Yue. I want to share some experience about IPv6 only. IPv6 only networks are becoming a key strategy for IPv6 adoption and an essential part of upgrade national network infrastructure in China. IPv6 only development has been incorporated into high-level development agendas. Relevant authorities are actively promoting pilot projects and scaled deployments to accelerate the foundation for next generation networks. China is carrying out IPv6 only pilots across various industries, including education, oil and gas, and power. IPv6 only is increasingly regarded as a critical pathway for advancing IPv6 development. Meanwhile, IPv6 technology system is still involving ongoing effort in network management, IPv6 security, and IPv6 measurement, rising management efficiency, improving security, and providing insights into real-world IPv6 usage. Looking ahead, CINIC hopes to strengthen international exchange and cooperation on IPv6 only deployment planning and implementation, working together to explore efficient and secure pathways for IPv6 only adoption and contributions to the global digital infrastructure upgrade. That's my opinion. And thanks.
Thank you, Hans Yi. Yeah, Hans Ali, yeah.
May I start? I think Chopan has a very good view of the future. KISA is actually means Korea Internet and Security Agency. I don't want to promote security first, but as a whole, the internet, the root, I think, is the IP address, and all the contents and all the application layers is above the IP address. So as a root, it needs to be very stable and secured. And KISA, we also do cybersecurity, and we also cover the privacy in South Korea. And we see a lot of new things coming on, like cloud computing, and the AI is emerging. And I don't know the future yet, but still, the root is never going to be changed. So we need to, I think, for more evolution is coming. So I think we need to be much more prepared, and we need to study more things about, and of course, there's also the satellite internet also. But I don't know how many people are very familiar in this community with the new technologies emerging. And maybe it's time for us to study more and go more further to the future. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Hansui and Akiro-san. And
Thank you very much. Yes, we are the the National Internet Registry is some focal point of the country's internet coordination. So my fellow colleagues have already told, we have a lot of things to do. For example, to promote a lot of things like IPv6, routing security, blah blah blah. Then that's on top of that, what I have been taking effort is to connect the country level internet community to the global level. So this is, I think, really important. For example, APNIC has its own policy process, and then first time we tried to do was to make the similar policy discussion, policy development process in Japan for the JPNX IP address policy, and which is connected to the APNIC policy development process. So it is a little bit the elaboration, but it works well. It has been working well. Then for example, if we had some discussion globally, then I felt obliged to communicate it to the national level, the internet community, and vice versa. If we had some discussion in Japan, then I felt obliged to communicate it to the global or regional arena. So that's that kind of sense I have been holding in my mind. Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you, Akinori-san. And yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So at NIR, at IRIN, our prime job starts once we are allocating those resources, because resource allocation is the first job, but we don't think that it is the last job for us. We basically deal with ISPs in the country, and we are primary collaborator with them. Whatever their needs are, what the network requirements are there, we definitely have a one-to-one discussion or one-to-many discussions with them. And definitely we come out with a program and policies, how to take them further with all of us. I would say the body, NIXI, is also looking for the capacity building around the country. And we are having IP Groove, one that academy is there, then and another is the NIXI Academy. And every month we are conducting the courses for bringing the capacity in our, not only in ISPs, but all the general user as well. We are making aware the last user of the internet about the various threats and other things, and how to mitigate, how to keep them safe online, so that they had a trust in their network and they are using it without any future failure or any fear. So this way we are able to do justice to our allocation which we are carrying out in our country. Another thing which we are looking for is that we want to increase IPv6 deployment. We are having a fair good amount of IPv6 deployment, but we want to increase it further. For this, what I felt, what we had gathered is that from our experience, that the persons which are coming out from our education institutions are not IPv6 compliant. They are taught generally their networks are IPv4, and people are coming with the IPv4 knowledge only. This is not helping in any manner. So what we have decided that all the leading institutions, all the Indian Institute of Technologies, that National Institute of Technologies, and all the central universities, in the first phase, we will be making them IPv6 compliant. And once they are doing this thing, we will be mandating that all the third year students of these universities or institutions, when they come out, they had to do a IPv6 deployment type of course or a type of training in their third year, so that they can go to an education institution and deploy IPv6 there. So that's where we feel that it will be a effort which will yield result in coming 2 years, and we will be making our network IPv6 more IPv6 ready than at present. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Davis and Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah, how about Indonesia?
Okay, thank you. So ABGI is actually in Indonesia Internet Association. So first time we built from the 12 ISP in the Indonesia. Right now we have member 1,350 something ISP in Indonesia. So I think it's the biggest number ISPs in one country. So when you visit Jakarta next year, so we'll see it actually. So even if we have a event, so we need a bigger ballroom actually. Now I'm so headache. What if the member already 2,000? I cannot find the right place to do the sub event. So actually, so what we have some focus. We have actually 5 focus in our association. So first, of course, the association itself. So second, we also have Indonesia Internet Survey. So we did it like every year. So you can, if you want to see Indonesia internet penetration, you can browse in the Google. You can download actually for free every years. We already did like more than 13 years the Indonesian survey. Even the government also need our data to make some decision of our internet industry. So we also manage IX Indonesia Internet Exchange. I think right now IX is the biggest community exchange in Indonesia and also managed by ABGI. Of course, right now we NIR like the others. Our IP delegation right now more than 5,300 IP delegation in Indonesia, and still growing actually, because right now in Indonesia we still cover only 80% people already connect to internet. We still have some issue of the less of 19% people still not connected to internet. So in the future we are focused to also make the coverage more bigger in Indonesia, so other people, all the people in Indonesia hopefully can have some internet services in their location. And then now, because of the number of ISP already so many, so in Indonesia we are focused to internet industry sustainability forward. So not only for the coverage, but we focus to increase actually the quality of service in Indonesia. We have some target in 2030, not only coverage, but we can reach the better quality for internet service in Indonesia. So other than that, of course, we focus in right now with the Indonesia government, we focus make a new regulation to increase IPv6 penetration, since we know the IPv4 already running out in our community. So right now we still reach 17% of the penetration of IPv6, but right now we working on it. We believe if government not involved, no, not make a regulation, not involved about this, we just need to, if we depend on the organically growth, I think it's quite difficult. So that's why now ABGI and the government of the Indonesia called Komdigi working together to make the new regulation that we want to push the IPv6 penetration. Hopefully in 2030 we can make it more than 80% already using IPv6 in the future. So I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all of the sharing from the NAR. I believe that the key point that I saw that from NAR is the IPv6 API connectivity governance and a lot of service challenges regarding to the in the future. I would like to hear from the IPNIC and how about the charity of IPNIC and how do you have any service and activity for the NARs, but also the APNIC community as well. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, Jerome.
Thank you. So Wayne had shared that yesterday we had an inaugural CEO roundtable, and it was a really very useful session as an inaugural one, because we really focused on some of the strategic issues, and amongst others, some of them are already raised here. So amongst others, one key area which we discussed is the landscape that we are in the broader governance landscape. So during this meeting, we will have a session to talk about ICP2, the RR governance document. And in that document, essentially talks about a few things. So the criteria for recognition of RRs, in there it adds also criteria for derecognition. It adds a few more clauses on RRs having to have a system where we could support each other to be a backup for one another. And if we think about that from an extension, which it means that APNIC also needs to work more closely with the NRRs so that we have a backup system for one another as well, so that the entire global ecosystem can continue to run. So we, as a group, realized that, and we agreed that we have to work even more closely together as a group. So we have to strengthen the way we partner each other and collaborate with each other. And there tends to be, we looked at each other from APNIC and NIR, that kind of a viewpoint. But going forward, we agreed that actually we should look at all of us as one group. So it's not APNIC versus NIR, but NIR and APNIC, we are all one group, because we have to work together in order to implement, amongst other things, ICP2, the governance document. And as part of the governance document, APNIC will be audited. We have to go through an independent audit every 3 years. And that means that we have to work even more closely with the NRRs to ensure policy compliance. So this is very critical for us together, because if APNIC or any of the NRRs, we are not compliant, we could be derecognized as well. So then it actually risks the space that we are in. So this is very critical for us as a whole. Now, I set that as a landscape for us because then it would guide us in terms of what are our strategies. So there are a couple of key areas that we have to really work on. So the first is first and foremost, we still remain in terms of our registry function and coordinating with one another in terms of IP address allocation, numbering resource allocation. These are still critical. Now, how do we do this in such a way that we can continue to improve our service? So I've described this for APNIC from February. I've described that at Apricot, and I've also made an announcement in June as part of our realignment work that for us, a key area is to continue to improve our services for our members. So likewise, as a group together, we need to continue to work on that, continue to improve our services to also make sure that accuracy, the efficiency is there, and that we remain well coordinated. So that's on the one side. And it ties in with, basically the delegation work, also the quality of service where it comes to things like RPKI as well. Now, the second part of it is policy making. So I actually talk about this quite a lot. People tend to see APNIC as, yep, if I need IP address, then I come to APNIC. So we tend to see APNIC that way. So I pay my member fees in return for IP address, which is also true in some ways. But that same fees actually goes to all the governance, the conferences, the policy making, which is why we are here together at this conference. It goes to the governance in terms of the reporting. We make sure we have a proper governance structure with the EC, with the members, we report to you. it goes to that as well. It goes to the community building piece. So all of these elements combined make up APNIC. Now, the policy aspect is really key because we need to make sure that our policies are updated. So we need to work with you. So likewise, working with the NRRs together, we can leverage on the NRRs to be closer to the members on the ground and be able to keep our policies up to date. So these are key areas that we have to continue to invest in, to continue to strengthen. Then these will be the two key pillars that will guide us forward against this backdrop that I just described. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing. Very, it's interesting. Now we move to the next question. Dan, can you support me?
As we know, the RPKI and IPv6 is the more the key technology they were faced. So we will give the questions for the NR panelists for the RPKI, IPv6, or other technology and the policy alignment. There will be three topic is a strategy for RPKI deployment. The second is the prediction for IPv6 only government policies or deployment in the coming years. The third is practical approaches for collaborations on RPKI, IPv6, and policy alignment across NRs. You can choose the topics that interest you to share your view. Okay.
So can I go first? Because we discussed one item yesterday at the roundtable, which I think is useful to share. So it's on IPv6 and adoption. So like, Arif mentioned, for Indonesia, they want to move to push for more IPv6 adoption. And already India is on the forefront. And we here in VietNamNIC announced they want to move to IPv6 only by 2032, which is very ambitious. On the other hand, we realize something very important. If we have a deadline, 2032, that we go to IPv6 only for Vietnam, that could be the deadline for all of us to work towards, because we have two ways to look at it. 2032, we have IPv6 only for Vietnam or a few countries. Do we all use this opportunity to move to V6 even more? Or we could choose to be picking up the V4 that's left over and try to work with that. And we largely all agree that the network that will support the internet of the future is IPv6. We've already crossed 50% capability. So moving forward into more V6 would be the right way to go. And I think that's a key strategy that all of us have to collaborate on to actually agree on a timeline where we could be as ambitious as Vietnam and as a community work towards that target. By doing this, we will really move into supporting the internet of the future rather than having, we're kind of a neither here nor there situation right now. So I think that really sets a clear direction for us. And amongst the CEOs, we agreed, like Wayne shared just now, we have to have more discussions on how can we make this a reality. But I think that vision is very clear, and I really appreciate the vision from the governments in the region, really trying to push for V6 to move forward. And that's something that's very important for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerome. And I think I heard that mentioned about Vietnam. How about the detail in Vietnam? Mitri can share your view.
Okay. Thank you so much. And just to echo the spirit that Jerome already said to us, actually for Vietnam, we have a long way in the way into the internet of the future. And we think that IPv6 and IPv6 only will give us more opportunity to expand the digital life and the digital economy, and it is our new space for development. That's why the from VNIC, as well as from the government, the ministry would like us to push IPv6 to the new period. We already did our good job in the first periods. And as you might know, we are one of the country who lead the IPv6 deployment now. Around 65% of IPv6 deployments, and among the 10th positions. And we would like to push it more into the next periods, into IPv6 only. And yes, to 2030 to 32 is the timeline for IPv4 stop, and for IPv6 only. And just to share to you that recently the government would like us, if we try our best, we can reach the milestone in 2030. That is very, very ambitious, but that's a fact. So something we'd like to share more from Vietnam. Yeah, and I'm very happy that the three spirits also be lessons from APNIC, and together our reason we can go forward with IPv6 deployment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Missy. And I get that some regarding to the connectivity and the challenge from the Arkino-san at the period answer. So can you share how happened regarding to IPv6 API? Is some of the key point regarding to the mention at the period answers? Yeah, Arkino-san, can you share your view regarding to the how collaboration among NIRs and APNIC to can support connectivity better, not only in the local but also in the all the world. Yeah.
Very difficult question. One of the point is the sharing the information of the among the NIRs, of course. You know, before getting into the RPKI, I am really excited to hear about the ambitious goal of the 2030 or 2032. The Vietnam set that goal, and I think that China as well. It is really, really provoking to the Japanese community about that. So I will definitely communicate this fact of the two declaration into the Japanese community, then see how Japanese community will react to that, to do that. So with that, the RPKI is somehow we now we need to deploy or have the community deploy, and then for the improved security of the routing. It is important. Now, JPNIC is doing some the promotive activity which is supported by the government for the engaging the community to have them understand about RPKI, and then to have the test bed to then allow the community member use, and then you know, acquire the technology, that kind of thing. So we have such experience, and I'm really happy to share. And then actually we have a lot of talk among the NIRs to, you know, what we are doing about that, and that's really, really informative for us. For us at the JPNIC, then it is in that way the NIRs are collaborative to pursue the same the target and goal for the underpinning the internet. And then and APNIC always helps us for the, you know, the wider knowledge, experience, and expertise on it. And then the wisdom by the, for example, the chief scientist, but in any other the technical resource. So that's maybe we need to do more in this in this manner for accelerating the penetration ratio of the RPK and ROA, ROV, the kind of thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Akinori-san, for your sharing. But we believe that the API is very important, but and also the IPv6 as well. And I saw that Akiri mentioned about Vietnam and China. So I would love to have hear from China. How about your strategy? Yeah, Hang Seng.
In fact, I have talked about in China. I think the IPv6 only is a very efficient pathway to do the IPv6 deployment. So I think it's a very important way to do that. And I want to share some China's current IPv6 deployment status to you. By now, China has 852 million active IPv6 internet users, accounting for 75.87% of all internet users in China. So in multi area networks, inbound IPv6 traffic share to 27.9, outbound share to 30.87%. In mobile network, inbound IPv6 traffic share 16%, outbound shared 71.91%. So from this status, we know China has doing a lot of effort to do the IPv6 deployment. We have doing a lot of pilots in many areas as to the gas and education and electronics. So we think that doing the pilots is an efficient way to do the IPv6 deployment. Maybe we can also do in other ways to do that. As we know, if we want to, how does the IPv6 deployment is, we should do some measurements. So in China, we're also doing some IPv6 measurement research. We also doing some research which is the best way to doing the IPv6 measurement. So we also doing some research with APNIC teams. We noticed that by now the APNIC has doing IPv6 measurement with Google advisement, and we also doing research. How does it is running? We also want to doing some IPv6 measurement in China too. So this is the two ways we think. One, as the first way is doing IPv6 only pilots. The second is doing in some areas to doing the pilots, and the third way is to do the IPv6 measurement. This is my suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your suggestion and case study in China. So I would like to have from another area about your strategy regarding to the IPv6, IPKNI, and also regarding to policy alignment. Yeah, I would like to invite Zopan from TWD.
Thank you. I think for RPKI, our rate is around like a 98%. So it's really high already. But we will continue. I mean, to push. I mean, if possible, 100%. So, but I think now our focus, of course, I think it will be in the IPv6. And I think our, peers, they are really, aggressive. So maybe we should, take, this 2032 as a deadline as well. So while said that, I think we do have a plan. We want to push more. Now our IPv6 deployment rate is about like 60%. So while we are pushing more IPv6 deployment, we are also try to push for the IPv6 only project. So I think for us, I think based on our previous, experience, I think for Taiwan, we are rely on more like a partnership. So partnership among the government, of course, and also the TWNIC, and also our members and ISPs and so forth. So I think for TWNIC, I think our role will be to have more, market study, and also to build up, the test environment, and to build up, some good, pilot, projects. So I think it's for our role. And for the government, I think the government policy will encourage the IPv6 only, in some emerging areas, like the smart cities, IoTs, and also 5G or even 6G applications. So, and also government will also have their own, small pilot project, to do, IPv6 only as well. So I think through this, and also more capacity building, awareness, and also other training as well. So we want to have more, members, ISPs, join together. So through, this approach, we think we will have a good progress, and we also maybe want to see that this really aggressive timeline as well.
Yeah, thank you, Zopan, for your sharing. I believe that is the technical issue and also the future of the internet, IoT, 5G, and AI as well. And IPv6 is important. And I would like to have some view from the South Korea. Lian-san, can you just share your strategy regarding to some new technology collaboration in the next future?
Well, the thing is, we are, well, just like I did a presentation about the IPKI, we are just starting to do the IPKI in Korea. And also in Korea, I guess IPv6 usage is around 19 to 20%. Although mobiles are 100% usable for IPv6, but still the landlines are very lacking. Many ISPs in Korea use just IPv4 only for the landlines. But after doing the RPK adaptation, I think we can improve that also by having much more cooperation with the communities and the ISPs cooperation through the Karen log. We are planning not just for RPKI, but also endorsement for the IPv6 also. We didn't have that much of a plan yet, but in the future, we'll be improving the usage of IPv6 in South Korea also. And recently in South Korea, we had a Department of Aerospace, I guess, in English. And Korea is also trying to launch the satellite internets in the future also. So I guess maybe, I don't know, but we need to prepare for the future for the space internet. It's too far, I guess, but still we need to be thinking about the satellite internet also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your interesting, yeah, about the launching the satellite internet. Also, I think that for the IPv6, I believe that India is the top one of the IPv6 deployment. And how about your strategy? Do you have focus on IPv6 or RPKI and another kind of like service? Yes, Dr. Davis.
Thank you. So regarding RPKI, we had started the process. We are very less in deployment at present, but we feel the need of deployment of RPKI across our country. For this, we had now started process of creating ROA, and I am happy to share with you that around 85% we had already completed, and we are progressing very well in that regard. Another, this IPv6 adoption, I would like to share with you that we are currently, as you are all aware, that we are currently reading, but our government has already mandated that IPv6 should be implemented in all the government departments. And I feel that we had kept a timeline of 2026 for that, and we are nearing in adopting that way. Another thing which I want to share is that Nixie has currently dedicated around 15 billion IPv6 addresses, and I'm if we together combine with or dot-in domains, I'm happy. It is that all around 45% of dot-in domains are using IPv6 only name servers. So this way we are progressing, and we are mandating starting from the government itself, because there we are able to make policies and do the capacity building at the earliest. So we are focusing on that part, but as a whole, we are looking forward to deploy IPv6 across the country. As I had already shared with you, that we closely works with ISPs in our country, and we make plan and policies in consultation with them, so that IPv6 adoption is fast tracked. All our leading, one thing also I want to share with you, that we are the only country which is having more mobile broadband than landline broadbands, and all those mobile broadband are almost IPv6 compliant. So that's why we are leading in IPv6 deployment. All these once the government services, we call it e-governance services, we are mandating with IPv6 deployment, then I think our progress will be fast tracked. So I would like to share this much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Dr. Davis. And how about in Indonesia? Yeah, Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for the RPKI, we already reached like 89% of the delegation. So we have some strategy actually to push the RPKI in Indonesia. First is from workshop. We do a lot of workshop with our members and community, and then also the direct approach. I think this also work 70% of conversion rate to RPKI, and also the last thing is from social media sharing. Yeah. So we in the future we want to road to 100% of the RPKI in Indonesia. We have some strategy actually, so we build the awareness actually in our community, and also we facilitate if for the member. For your information, we have like help desk 24/7 actually in Indonesia for the and our NIR, and also we monitoring oftenly to if there's someone not implemented RPK actually in the system. And for IPv6, I agree with Jarong actually. So I think it's not recently, like in Indonesia, we push the penetration from the ISP itself. I think not only the ISP to push the IPv6 penetration, but also we push from the ecosystem of internet itself. If only for the ISP, I think it's difficult to reach the IPv6 penetration. So I think if we agree, I think all the NR also agree IPv6 is very important in the future. So I think we must like work together, among the NIR. We sharing information, we sharing knowledge, and also with the epidemic. Also, we not only push by our country, but we push in our regions actually. So our all the ecosystem, not only the ISPs, can work together to push the IPv6 penetration in the future, not in just one country. And hopefully, like I said before, because we have so many members in our country, and I think our the biggest delegation for the NIR. So I don't want to make the versi forces like the commodity actually. So that's why not only the technical issue, but the other perspective we want to push the IPv6 letter for better internet in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing. I think that we have not a lot of time for this session, so I just give the last question for some guy here. That I would love to have some view regarding to the topic of this section, challenging roles, collaboration and innovation. I would love to have any suggestion from the NIR to ABNIC and ABNIC to NIR as well. And I would love to hear some your opinion, your suggestion, how to improve the role of the NIR and also ABNIC as well. And up to you. At the first, I think I would love to hear from ABNIC. Yeah.
So a suggestion from APNIC to NIRs. Well, so I sound like taking the time to think about how to say this, because how we've been working has been that NIRs can decide how they want to operate. So that's the context between the APNIC and NIRs. What I think we can do together better is we continue to collaborate and exchange dialogue on how we can improve our services in a uniform manner. So for example, in terms of deploying RPKI, right now is in some ways relatively scattered. And then going forward for next year, IATF is considering a new standard for RPKI in terms of the deployment of ESPAs. And then actually amongst the NIRs, we are not that uniform as well. So we need to prepare on how we can deploy it and be uniform that way. So I think what my suggestion, which is already what we largely agreed as a group, is we will continue to have this dialogue to make sure we exchange information, and then we can actually work on improving our services together as a group. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jerome. And how about another area with some the key point you would love to suggestion for ABNIC or another area, your friend, yeah, area is the friend together. The Muhammad, up to you.
Okay, I think this forum is really good. I think this is the first time the head of the NIR sit in the one table, yeah, something like that, yeah. Already discussed with about this like maybe 2 years ago, but actually this happened in here in Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm really happy. So this mean like in the future we need more collaboration, because like Jerong said before, so we have some biggest issues about many things in the region, not only the technical but many policy issue or many things. So that's why in the future I think this CEO of NR forum is really good. So we want to do more often to discuss about all of the things in internet industry in the regional. Okay, thank you.
For us, we are already collaborating with APNIC, and then we are trying to extend it to another NIRs through this particular forum, which we had been adopting this year. I think it will be a continuing effort, and these type of meetings and these type of initiatives which we are taking right now will definitely help us in collaborating more. What I feel that APNIC and NIR should have a frequent dialogues and discussions over the policies issue, because mainly the requirement of different NIRs are different, and different type of solutions are required. So that can come only once we are, because it may have different impact on another other NIR as well. So that this collaborative discussions which we had created, I think it will be creating more policies, or will be able to create more effective policies in future. Thank you.
I have a lot to think to what I want to say, but I think we need to cut off the day because the both session is already started as a time. So thank you very much for your participation. I'm very happy to work with everyone of the NIL and APNIC for the. It's really hard, you know. We are now having the ICP2 revision, and that's affect all NIRs. Then. By the way, please come to the ISP2 session tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And for me, I just have some key points and some words. First one will be the collaborations, and we all agree today. Collaboration between NIRs, collaborations between NIR and IPNIC, and collaboration between us and our community. And the second thing, I will focus on the new and open. We make us new, and we are open. We also welcome new things. That IPv6 and IPv6 only is something we talk today. And the last word, I'd like to suggest the reliability, and the trust. And we are registry, IPNIC and NIR. We follow our reliability and the trust of our community. We trust between NIR, we trust between NIR and IPNIC. So then make it, and we have the trust from our member. Yeah, so we are following this in our strategy. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think I will also keep it short. I think I would like to also use this opportunity to first thank you, APNIC. I mean, for a long time. I mean, support NIR, especially a lot of like operational, all the efforts. But I think I think it will be super helpful is that we start to have more discussion on more like a strategy and also the goal and also the future. What do we want to have? Just like yesterday, the first discussion roundtable for CEOs. So I think through this all these these discussions, not only like the new standard, maybe these things and also new policies. I think through this approach, we can serve our members and the communities better. And also, we want to also to have our community's voice heard and included in all the discussions. So only through, this kind of communication, I think we can achieve a better and more, reliable and secure internet.
I think we believe that cooperations can be between NRs and the APNIC, and will become increasingly close in the future. Beyond expanding the breadth and depth of joining training program, collaborations can also extend into new technology researchers, the development of international standards, and other important areas too. Maybe possible areas of collaboration maybe include sharing experience in IPv6 deployment, API deployment, etc., and cooperative technical training programs, and engaging NIR platforms to provide local support for members overseas business expansions, and so on. Thank you.
I'll keep it short. I think ICP2 is a very great challenge coming, but I think it has sparked our collaboration and changes to the future. I think it will be a very good chance for NIRs and APNIC to have a very close, much more collaboration in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that sorry for the takes more time than normally. So I would love to summarize some of the thing we got this session. So we got a lot of idea regarding to the how collaboration, new technology, innovation, and collaboration. We believe that we do not go only just one person or one organization. We would work together, work to not only for the APNIC and NAR. We believe that APNIC and NAR is to become one group to the registry to support the local community and ethnic community better. And also some of the technology we mentioned in this section, the RPKI and IPv6 only. So some countries mentioned for the full IPv6 only in the next 5 to 7 years. However, we did not to go to deploy only in Vietnam or China. We did not to deploy it in the all of the APAC region and global region as well. And hopefully that is some of the idea, common and strategy among NAS and APNIC can how to see the overview of the next in next decades. And hopefully that we can keep cooperation not only on the IPAS number, but also another function among NAS. And thank you again for all of the participants, and thank you so much for all the speakers and the panelists at the session. I would love to close the session right now. Thanks again, and see you in next SIG. Yeah, thanks. Then now I would like to invite all the speakers and panelists have the group photo together.